Hey everyone, this is Borvak on a take three on an unboxing video. So some of you guys might know or might not know that my local comic shop unfortunately went out of business, just before or just after Christmas, around that time frame. And after verifying that there was, no way I was going to be able to continue to get my pull through them, and my comic subscription. There's no chance of them staying open. I immediately went online, did some quick research, decided to fill a subscription with Midtown Comics, a monthly subscription, just to make sure I wouldn't miss anything. Since even if I were to go to another comic shop, while I was looking to try to find a new local shop, local shops, a lot of them that I've been to, which is actually mostly just one. My experience is limited to one shop, so take my advice with a grain of salt. But I would find that they were stocking very thriftily. Basically, maybe if an issue was popular, if a comic was popular, they'd have, maybe a couple issues out on the rack, and that was about it, plus whatever was on their pull list. So I didn't want to run the risk of not being able to find something. These comics are really hard to, aftermarket can be a little weird sometimes, and some of you guys, a lot of you guys, probably more experienced on getting what you want. As far as back issues more than me, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing out on anything, so got a subscription through Midtown Comics. Long story short, interesting thing I was noting before is that the box actually says it's from Diamond. The ship from address, I'll have to relook at that. I didn't look at the company name on the ship from address, but it was definitely not from New York City, somewhere much closer to me. So it makes me kind of wonder if Midtown Comics has the connections with Diamond. They're probably big enough to where you buy from Midtown, but it ships directly from Diamond. Maybe that's the case, maybe it's not, I'm not sure. But anyway, I got my comics in a diamond box. Um, Not literally made of diamond. That would be pretty awesome. Um, well, let's go ahead. I've already unboxed it, but let's see what was in there. First of all, I got my previews catalog, so that'll be fun to go through when what was that? See, I'm already having fun. This will be fun to go through. Something caught my eye, but we'll go back and look for that later. But as far as comics go, I kind of got them organized here after going through them and kind of sorting them out. We've got just one issue of Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 13. I think 14 is out this week, maybe today, depending on when I'm able to get this video published, maybe tomorrow. Um, but yeah. So Amazing Spider-Man is actually a twice a month series, but I think December might have had um, kind of just a weird number of months to where I could get 4 weeks, but still only run into one issue. How does that work? I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I've got one issue, Spider-Man 13. Maybe I don't know. Superior Spider-Man. I'm actually really looking forward to this Superior Spider-Man issue number 2. I've been having a lot of fun with this series, and I'm probably reading this book first, followed by Amazing Spider-Man. It's one of the most fun things for me in getting, even just coming back with a few books from the comic shop on a weekly basis. Even just getting a week's worth of comics on my pull list, just sitting down and just kind of almost closing my eyes and becoming one with the force, and figuring out which comic do I really want to read first, which one is tugging at me, and it's probably going to be Superior Spider-Man. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issues number 1 and number 2. I'm not sure what I think about that. We'll see how the series goes. I've already watched a review on that, and this might be a book that takes a while to pick up steam. It might be a book that doesn't end up picking up steam, but we'll see. Got another Venom issue number 10. Donny Cates has been doing a good job on that. I don't know if Stegman is the one on the art in here, but he's amazing. He's on the series. I don't know if he's on this issue. Got Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, interesting to see what Cates will do with this. I don't know what the lineup is going to be. Is Gamora coming back? Is Drax coming back? I kind of hope so. I kind of hope they get back to that lineup, but it looks like they've got a few other different members on the team for this issue. So that'll be interesting to see how the series goes. Issue number 1. I know there's been some uh, what's the word for it? Some stuff going on with Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman. There's been stuff going on with the whole industry and how they relate to fans and stuff like that. Cates and Stegman, I don't think are huge. I don't want to say problems, but perpetrators. I don't think they're. I think a lot of people in the industry are just misinformed. But if you guys have any opinions on that, let me know. Um, and, there's a big, Comicsgate, anti-Comicsgate professionals. I don't think. Uh, I don't want to get into that too much. I think regardless of what side you're on, not everyone on your side is doing everything right. So there's always reasonably okay reasons for people on the other side to kind of be upset. But yeah, I don't know. It's a mess. Get into that in another video maybe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But yeah, Infinity Wars, Infinity #1. So I think we had Infinity Wars issues 1 through 6, and then we had, was it Death of a Guardian #1, Infinity Wars, and then Infinity Wars Infinity, and then Infinity Wars to Infinity and Beyond. That last one is made up by me. But I enjoyed Infinity Wars. It started getting kind of kooky after a while. They had the Infinity Warps. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Infinity Warps. Um, so the good thing about Infinity Wars is it didn't affect too many main books with its story. It just told its story in its own book, and then it had its own spin-offs. But oh my goodness, the spin-offs it had. Infinity Warps. It had an Infinity Wars colon fill in the blank, Infinity Wars colon Sleep Walker something. I don't know, all kinds of mixed up heroes where they kind of mix two heroes together to make a new hero. That was kind of weird. I don't think those sold very well. I am kind of glad that they did this, though. You could read just the 6 issues, you could ignore the others, which I think a lot of people did, and then even the follow-up issues. I'll call it Death of a Guardian. I think it was called something like that, and then Infinity and Wars Infinity. It's kind of giving you permission to skip out on these two if you want as well, or pick them up, which I did. So I'll be interested in seeing how this goes. By the way, if any of you guys are curious, Midtown ships these comics bagged and boarded, and they got the nice sticky bags. So my local comic shop just had regular bags, and you have to tape them yourself, which is fine. That's a free service that they provided. I can't complain. That was good. But I really like my new local comic shop that I'll be getting from. It's not as convenient of a location as my old one. It's kind of sad, but I do have another local comic shop I'll be picking things up from here on out, and they do these sticky bags and boards too. I like sticky bags. The boards are probably the same, but I do like these, so that's cool. That Midtown uses those. I need to pick up some speed here. I'm rambling too much. So we got Batman Detectives Comics, 9.95, 9.96. That's been a good fun series. Kings of Fear. This has been fun. I'm glad to finally close it out, though. It's good to close out a mini series, kind of put it to rest. Not have it on your pull forever. So this has been good. I'm interested to see how it ends, but I'm also glad it is ending, kind of get that closure on it. Batman Beyond, number 27. The Joker's back because the Joker always comes back. That'll be an interesting read. Got Catwoman #7. I kind of wish this book came out twice a month. Along with, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I kind of wish Superior Spider-Man came out twice a month as well. I've been enjoying Superior Spider-Man, and then Catwoman I've been enjoying because it's Catwoman, but it kind of feels like it's taking a long time to get anywhere. I think if they brought it up to twice a month, they would maybe be able to get somewhere a little quicker. And Superior Spider-Man I just want more of. So if they want more money out of me, they could do it that way. Justice League has been kind of crazy. Justice League 15 and 16. Oh, look at that. We're reaching peak levels of Snyder, I think. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. We've got The Flash #61. I've been enjoying The Flash. I feel like The Flash is almost at that popularity level where it's popular enough to be good, but it's not so popular. It's popular enough to be good, but it's not popular enough to be bad, if that makes any sense. So there's like this sweet spot where if you're not popular enough to where the big egos in the industry ignore you and don't bother messing you up, but you're popular enough to where you actually get the budget and can actually be good. Maybe that's my cynical view, but I tend to feel like there's a sweet spot there, which is maybe one of the reasons I like Detective Comics more than the Batman book itself. But again, let me know what you guys think about any of this. Green Lantern, this is issue number 3. I've read reviews on this or watched reviews. I'm not sure if this book is for me. It's very different from the previous run on Green Lantern. I kind of feel like this might be one of those big ego books where the creator's just doing what he wants as opposed to, doing what needs to be done with the character or being true to the character. I don't want to make any judgments, and people are going to come to different conclusions on their own. But it's definitely out there. It's definitely going to be an interesting read. Looking forward to reading it, um, you know, word by word, panel by panel, and page by page myself to see what I think about it, as opposed to just relying on somebody reviewing it. That'll be interesting. Hawkman, again, has been good. Venditti's been good. See where that goes. And then Shazam. Interested to see where this reboot goes with Jeff Johns, the reboot master, bringing things back. Titans, I'm sad to see that that's being canceled. Got a whole spiel I could go into about Tom King and Dick Grayson and all of that, but issues number 32 and 33. Look forward to getting into those. My camera is warning me that I'm low on storage space, so I got to wrap this up. Nightwing, again, this book will continue going. I'm really issue number 56. Really eager to get Dick Grayson back completely. See how long that takes. And then my old standby, Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 12. I wish this one was twice a month too. Back at Archie, they had multiple books within this line. They had Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Universe. I kind of like to see. I was with Archie. I'd kind of like to see IDW do a similar thing. So those are my books. Got to wrap this up. Comics everywhere. So what here should I read? What here should I avoid? And what are you guys looking forward to? What was good last month that I missed out on that I don't have here that I do have here? And what are you guys looking forward to coming out in the future? Let me know in the comment section. I'll talk to you there. And thanks a lot. Bye, guys.